Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Dynamo video. We're talking about the Sunday full slate of games here for the early games and afternoon games. So let's get into these picks. But before we do, if you're only playing on Prizepicks, you're leaving a ton of money on the table. Thrive is just like Prizepicks, but you're going to get a ton of free money to play with and a free square. For new users, you get a 100% deposit match up to $250 and the free square Najee Harris over a half a rushing yard. He's probably not going to get that many rushing yards, but I think he's in store for at least one here for new users only. So you get a free square over there, plus this massive 100% deposit match. If you deposit at least $25 into Thrive, that'll be linked down below to check out and take advantage of some free money for this one. Going to start off with a stack here. Trevor Lawrence going against Houston. Lawrence hasn't had a real breakout game this year. 241 and 216 in his two games. I think this is going to be the game for Lawrence, taking the over on the pass yards of 250 and a half. So with Lawrence, going to have to pair him with a receiver. Going to the Jaguar receivers here, just typing in the Jaguars here. We got Ridley we could go to, Kirk, or we could go to Ingram here. I'm actually going to go to Evan Ingram at 40 and a half receiving yards. Going to take the over, and let's pull him up on Outlier, a great tool here to check out a bunch of these player props, and they do have a 7-day free trial that you can take advantage of with the link down below. So clicking on his over receiving yards here, you can see this one opened up at 41 and a half, so getting, I guess a slight discount here. And then we got in the last 10, he's hit that 6 times in the last 10 games. Hit it twice this year already, pretty easily, 49 and 57. Definitely has been pretty involved in the offense, which we love to see. So going to be going to Ingram here to stack with Trevor Lawrence. That's how I like to build out a lot of these slips, especially with NFL. You can stack your quarterback with one of the receivers if you like them both on the yards here. Just makes it that much more of a good stack here. And then we're going to go to Tua over on his passing yards of 264 and a half. Looking at Tua on Outlier, you could see that this line's fluctuated between 263, 264, 265. And in his last 10, he's hit this 7 of his last 10 games. Didn't hit it against New England. Pretty tough matchup. Denver has been pretty bad this year on offense and defense, and their defense definitely seems worse than it was last year. So I think Tua is going to have a big day here. We can also filter by only home games, which he's hit that in 3 of his last 3. So definitely liking Tua over here. And with Tua, who can we pair him with? It's not going to be a super hard decision over here. We got Tyreek Hill, who we expect a bounce back game from, at 87 and a half. We could see this line go down a bit, actually, even for Tyreek Hill at 87 and a half. So look out for that. This one has been between 83 and a half and 87 and a half on the line. So we may see it drop a little again. It's been, fluctuating throughout the day. Going down to Hill, looking in his last 10 games, he's only hit over this in 3 of his last 10. But a really cool thing you could do on Outlier is you can type in games with players. So if we only want to see his last 10 games where he had Tua as quarterback, you could see he actually hit that in 3 of his last 7, so still not over 50%, but definitely a better margin than if you were just looking at Tyreek Hill's last 10 games. You got to do it with Tua, so pretty cool feature they have there. And did get 85 yards against Houston in this one, so it was like, a yard away from hitting on this game. And then that tough game against New England in the last game that he played. So I do like Tyreek Hill on here on the overstacking with Tua. And now for our 5th pick, we're going to go to Javonte Williams, who's at 49 and a half rush yards in this Miami-Denver game. We're going to take the over on that, 49 and a half yards. Coming over here, you can see in his last 10 games, he's hit it in 4 of those last 10 games, so not looking great over here. We actually did see it open up at 51 and a half, and it's gone as low as 47 and a half, so keep an eye out for that as well. But what we have to do is games with Russell Wilson. And he's only played 6 games with Russell Wilson, but hit that total in 3 of his last 6 games with Wilson at quarterback. So another cool thing you could do there with Outlier. And then, so Williams this year has hit 44 and 52 yards, so would hit it in 1 of 2 games this year. But also, what we can do is look at his rush attempts, which he got 12 and 13 of last game. And I really think that he's going to be in line to get way more carries. They've been preaching that they want the Broncos to run the ball. I think we're going to see 15 plus carries here from Williams instead of 13 or 12. I think he's going to get a slight bump in carries, and they're going to really focus on the running game, get that established in this one. All right, so if you guys enjoyed this one, check out Outlier here. Definitely take advantage of Thrive, just like Prizepicks, but you're going to get a massive deposit match, 100% up to 250, and then at Free Square, Najee Harris on Sunday for signing up for new users only, so take advantage of that one. I'll just do a quick recap. We got Javonte Williams over 49.5 rush yards. I think Broncos are going to get the run game going a lot. Williams has been pretty good actually on the ground, so I think he's going to get more carries, more yards in this one. Tyreek Hill pairing with Tua. Denver hasn't looked like they've been able to stop many people. No one was really afraid of Patrick Surtain last week when the Commanders came into town. And I think Tua, Hill in for a massive day. Then we got Trevor Lawrence. I think Lawrence in for a breakout day as well. Going to smash over 250. And then we got Evan Ingram, who we're pairing him with, who has gotten like 49 and 50-something receiving yards. Looked really good, really involved in this offense, who's actually going without Zay Jones too, I forgot to mention. So maybe even more work for Ingram in this one. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, subscribe to the channel. Check out Outlier and Thrive with the links down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.